What is the last communication that you have received from, the Indian authorities?
Actually, the Joint Secretary for Ministry of External Affairs has called at 10:30 morning today. They are telling they are frequently trying to organize a meeting with Ukrainian government people there, either governor or mayor there. But due to the heavy firing and shelling going on there, they are not unable to have a conversation with them. So they are trying their best to ask them to shift the body at least towards border so that
So there's no clarity yet.
yeah, they're not telling anything. They'll tell we'll give the details as soon as we confirm the things like that.
What was the last conversation that you had with your brother? Did he in fact tell you that he was planning to leave Kharkiv, or when was he planning to leave?
Yes, so before that day only they said before that day only some of his friends left the city. So according to that only they were planning in groups, some 7-8 people a day they are living like that. So yesterday they were planning to leave in the afternoon. Same as you might be aware of the last circular from embassy that you should leave the city immediately by any of the transport either by train or any other alternative means so that we can take you from border. So in that way they plan to leave the city in the trains. So they were asked to have sufficient cash and essentials to be if things are worse at the border they need to wait for 2 to 3 days. So in that order they went to buy some essentials and cash when the curfew was lifted morning 6 o'clock. So while they were going to bring this thing supermarket that time this thing has happened.
So your brother was planning to leave. He was planning to catch a train.
He and his batchmates 5 to 6 people. The train was supposed to be leaving at afternoon. They were planning to board that train.
Board that train. Yeah. And is there any particular reason that he couldn't leave much earlier?
No, it was the same thing. There are no trains. They were very feared of traveling through road and all due to that frequent disturbance in between. Even government has issued you can't try. It is very dangerous to take a roadway. So they were asking them to wait for trains, and trains were opened just 1 day before this thing happened. So there was heavy rush, and so first day only some 7-8 people could board the train. So next day these people were planning to leave the city.
Okay, so are you telling me that this was also because of lack of coordination and not really much of evacuation in the beginning itself? Is that the reason?
Yeah, the thing there was when they initiated evacuation, they could be have started up in a large number instead of we used to see. We can't tell that. Government took initial, but they could have planned it in a much better way that many people could be evacuated. We could have seen 1 or 2 flights coming in a day. Instead of that, at least if they could have arranged 5 to 6 planes, at least every day 1,000 to 1,500 people would have come back.
Could have been avoided.
Yes.
Okay, what is the final information you're getting at the moment, and what is your request to the government?
Yeah, they are telling they will do all sorts of things so that they can get body here. They are assuring, but they are not giving any confirmation regarding that. They're just assuring we are with you like that. I just want them to whatever the effort they are taking, just double them up and try more to contact the local people there and ask them to get this thing.
Thank you. He's the elder brother of Naveen. In fact, what we do know at the moment is even in fact, more than 24 hours have passed, but there's no clarity just as yet coming in from the Indian authorities as well. Naveen's brother did, of course, try and ask the Indian authorities that if at all they're getting any information from also the embassy in the Ukraine, but there's no clarity as to when exactly the mortal remains will arrive. But all that he remembers at this moment is his brother was just preparing to leave for the borders from Kharkiv, but unfortunately the shelling had happened in Kharkiv. In Chelagiri, with camera person Govind Murthy, Shrija for NDTV.